guys, Introspection here. So, if you read the title to this video and are one of the few people who have access to a calendar, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, this guy's clearly crazy. Also, he has no idea how numbers work. But threat not, for I too have access to a calendar. And you can trust me, because I also have a calculator, so I know how basic numbers work. Mostly. Okay, so now that we've established my understanding of basic math, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, so then why are you releasing a Happy New Year's video 3 months into the year, give or take? It's kind of late. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. By this point, most people have completely given up on their New Year's resolution. In fact, according to my research, which will be down in the description below if you're interested, most people have a tendency to give up not only within the first month, but it tends to favor the first half of the month. The specific day tends to vary from source to source, but the common consensus seems to be within the first month. So before the year has even barely begun, people have a tendency to give up on their New Year's resolutions. And by this point in the year, 3 months into the year, they completely forgot they made a New Year's resolution in the first place. And this is a problem, in my opinion, because generally speaking, if your New Year's resolution was one like many others, it was one aimed at improving yourself. Whether it's by becoming more sociable, becoming healthier, whatever the case may be, it was to become a better version of yourself. And then we kind of come up with one or two things. Either we completely forget, or you're like, oh, well, 3 months into the year, gosh darn it, can't do my New Year's resolution. I'm going to have to wait until next year, right? I think this is a very bad mentality to have, because we end up essentially wasting time if we're going to wait a whole year, or I guess at this point 9 months, to start again. Because frankly, we're only here for a small amount of time, and if we adopt this ideology of stopping the New Year's resolution just because it didn't work out in the first month, then we're never going to get to it. I like this quote from Mr. Brown. He says, "Don't let your dreams die with you." The fact of the matter is that the New Year's resolution seems to be forgotten later on into the year, and frankly, if we continue that pattern, it will get to a point where you won't have any more years and your dreams will die with you, along with any self-improvements you could have made throughout the year. So I wanted to make this video to remind you, there was a point where you did make a New Year's resolution. There was a point where you said, yes, I was going to do this thing. And this could be the year that you actually follow through on it, because this is the time that you're reminded past the New Year's hype. The New Year's hype, it's really easy to make a New Year's resolution, but we tend to forget about it after the New Year's hype's over. And I want to bring just a little bit of it back so that you know that you can continue on with your New Year's resolution. Make it so that this is a reminder. It's a point where you can say, yeah, I did say I was going to do that. And maybe something did happen during the first few months. Maybe you wanted to go outside more, if I can speak today. Maybe you wanted to go outside more. And maybe it was just too hot or too cold at the beginning of the year for whatever reason. Maybe you intended on going to the gym more and something legitimately happened. Maybe you had to go on a trip or for whatever reason. But that doesn't mean you can't restart again. Okay, we're still really early into the year, and even if it was late into the year, I'd still say we should continue to try to do it. So, here's what I want you to do. I want you to say, okay, first few months didn't work out great. If it did, that's great. But chances are, there's a pretty solid chance that it didn't work out very well. So, if you're one of those many people, okay, first few months, not great. But you know what? I'm going to give it another go. And unlike my other attempts, I'm not going to wait until the next year to try it again. I'm going to try it again immediately so that I can actually make some progress. Do not let your dreams die with you. Continue to improve on yourself, and don't let your New Year's resolution need to wait every year for you to give it another shot, because it's never going to get done that way. Try it again now. So, I want you to go to the comment section down below and leave whatever New Year's resolution it was that you're going to reattempt today. Or if you've been doing great, I want you to leave it down there saying what you've been doing great with. If not, then leave your new attempt. Say that I'm going to try again because I was reminded, or I am continuing on and I'm doing great with this New Year's resolution. Keep going with it. Don't let it just stop because the hype is gone. Because if you keep waiting until, oh, I feel like it, or, oh, I gotta wait until I get motivated, it's not going to happen. So give it a shot right now. Leave in the comment section down below what your New Year's resolution was and how well you're doing on it. And if you're doing terribly as of now, that's okay. Keep going with it. Keep trying to do better with it. We're only 3 months into the year and you can give it another go. leave it down in the comment section below. Otherwise, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's time to go, unfortunately. So, like I said, hit that subscribe button so you can catch my video in the next 2 weeks. And the bell button, I post every other Sunday. Until then, hear nothing and listen to all. Bye, guys.